Hi everyone, I make Excel and PowerPoint templates to help you get ahead in your career and get the most out of your business. This one in particular is the 5 whys. The 5 whys is a great way to problem solve or to get to the root cause of a problem in your business or in your company. Every time we want to delve into a problem or an opportunity, we can simply ask, why did this happen? And we keep asking until we get to the absolute lowest level of why that item happened. But the idea is that we narrow it down right until the very last or the most root cause behind all of our problems. This sheet also has a lot of great little tricks. So for example, if we say that this is not the root cause and we select that from the drop down, then it asks us for our next item. So because of this reason, and once we have that, then if we say no, then that will give us another reason to go into as well and prompt us for that next reason. Also, we have a great action item list down the bottom because maybe we want to take actions out of here, and we can have the status of that as not started, in progress, or complete. Overall, it's a beautiful little sheet. Let's get into it. First of all, we're just going to start with the general coloring of our sheet. And for our heading, let's select a nice deep ocean blue. We can merge and center that. We can turn the text to be white. For our next 2 layers, let's give that a beautiful little sand color. This one can be our team name, and our next one can be what is the overall problem that we're trying to work with. And now we've got a beautiful start to our overall sheet. Our next layer is the 5 whys itself, and for that let's give that just a beautiful little turquoise, just a nice reflecting blue, something for us to be a nice calming influence on our worksheet. Now we're going to add the headings, and for each of these headings, of course, let's put those in the center and in the middle. We can increase the size and make that text white so that that looks nice against the turquoise background. And now we can start working with our table. Let's start by giving this a nice thick border around the entire thing. And then for our main table, we can give that a thick border as well. For the rest of our borders inside the table, let's go to more borders. And we'll give ourselves a nice dark gray here. And we'll select this dashed line, put this in the middle, and then we're going to select a normal line and put this vertically in the middle as well. And when we click OK, that will do all of our borders in one go. And now that's looking really nice. Let's fill out our first one. Why did this happen? For all of our table, again, we'll put that in the center and in the middle. But now we want to select whether this was the root cause or not. So to do this, we're going to do a drop down. And there's 2 drop downs that we're going to work with. So we're going to do them both at the same time. If we just go below our table, what we're looking for is to have statuses. We want not started, in progress, and complete. And our root cause to be yes or no. That's the one that we're going to be working with. If we right click, or if we just make that a dark, like a bit of a light gray as the background, that way that will just stand out, but you don't have to do that. The main thing is just the text behind it. So what we're going to do is select all of this particular column. We're going to go to data, and then what we want is to go to data validation. With data validation, we're going to select a list, and the source that we're working with is this particular source here, just these 3 items, so a blank, a yes, and a no. And if we click OK, when we go back to the top here, now we can select yes or no. And this one is not the root cause just yet, so we're going to put no, but we can do it for all of these, as you'll see. Now we're going to add a little bit of Excel magic to our worksheet. And what we're going to do an if then else statement. We're going to say if this cell is a no, or what we want is if this cell is not empty, so if there's any values in there at all, so if we count the values and they're greater than 0, then we're going to add the text, why did this happen? And if we click enter there, now we can say we've got why did this happen. Now if we take this and we copy this and select the rest of our items, right click and paste the formulas, then that should work for us as well. If we select no and no again, now it's going to keep prompting us to give it a value until we get to the yes, and then it will stop for us. Let's add in some numbering down the side. Now you can add automatic numbering as well, but we can look at that right at the end if you really want to. First, we're going to look at the action items register instead, because you may get some actions out of this exercise, and you may want to assign them to people so that we know that we're going to be following up. First of all, we're just going to use the same table idea as we did previously. We'll give that the same nice colors, just a beautiful turquoise, so that we've got a nice relaxing theme. This one is the number, this one is the owner. We'll have this one as the action item itself, and this one is where our status comes into it. Let's just turn that text white, put that in the middle and the center, and of course increase that ever so slightly and turn that bold so that it does stand out. We can do the more borders as well, just the same as we did with our other one. So if we go to more borders, let's give that a vertical border there and a dashed horizontal border in the middle. And now you can see it's looking really, really good. We'll put all of these in the center and in the middle, but now what we want is to add our status. And so if we select all of these again, go to data, data validation, and data validation. And again, we want our list items, and the source for this one is going to be the statuses that we set up before. So we'll select the blank one and hold it while we drag all the way down to not started, in progress, and complete. And if we click OK, now we have a few different options to choose from: not started, in progress, and complete. But what if we want those to stand out even more? Well, there's a nice little trick that we can use, and that's conditional formatting. If we select a new rule here, and we'll say only cells that contain specific text of not started, then if we format that and we'll go to the fill, maybe we'll give that just a little orange. And the color of our text can be a dark gray. And now, there you go. Every time it's not started, it's going to stand out for us. But we can add the rest for in progress and complete as well. This one is in progress. The fill, let's make that a nice yellow so that it's in between, and we'll click OK. And our last one, new rule, only cells that contain specific text of complete. And this is our action item that is complete, and that can be a nice green because we know that that is all good and done. And now we've completed a beautiful 5 whys template to prompt your team and to use within your teams to problem solve and find the real cause of the issues or the opportunities that you want to get to. I hope you've enjoyed spending the time with me. I've really enjoyed spending the time with you, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.